Good morning, Franz. What have we got here? Neff was the early arrival, followed by Fantasy. Fantasy got first. Mewjuice was third. Necromancer was fourth. Ezreal, hello, fifth. And Neff, still first. Early arrival first. Hi. And Fantasy, 95 stream streak. Oh my god. You're practically an immortal. And compliment jail for you. Right back into compliment jail. Tried to streak right out of there. Yeah, which part do you want to fix? Change. Let me know. Never hesitate to ask. The part that's draft is still the background, but what part do you want to change? Cora! Yes, indeed, you have arrived. It is time to take my Maraca, as Neff has recommended. How's everybody doing today? What? A friend of mine pointed out that her jaw seems a bit shifted to our left. Oh, yeah. That part I haven't fixed. So I haven't quite gotten to that. I'm still working on, like, the eyes. But your friend is absolutely indeed correct, and thank you for reminding me. I would have gotten to it eventually, I think, but thank you for pointing it out. Woke up around 6:30, 2.5 hours ago, with my body being like, okay, enough bag, get up or I'll hurt us both. And the aches begun. Oh, murder. Joke's on you, I'm already in my cell. Comfy and heated. Damn it! Death is leveling up, getting more powerful by the day. Enjoy your 7 stream streak, Death. Thank you so much for spending your time with us. I have had time to wake up. Oh, yes, indeed. Geez, 6:30 a.m. I went to bed at, like, 2 because I was talking to Senko till 2 in the morning. He was like, yes, it's sunny here. Everybody's outside. Germans. But thank you for pointing it out. Yes, as I'll definitely fix it. I'm still getting going here. I had a shower, and I'm still drying off from that. So I'm a little bit late getting started. Alright. Also, people seem to really like the name Wisterium. Also, by the way, you are open to touch up certain things if that's something you'd be willing to do. I'll try. I can't guarantee that it'll look right, because what you've got in the photo is extremely natural. But I can try to make it more of an even smile. The way her hands are posed, also very natural. It looks like she's doing like a little twirl. But I'll try. It's easier for me to copy photos than it is to actually change the pose. But I'll try. You guys did come in and dump a whole bunch of gifted subs, so... It's also very fair. I'll leave it up to your judgment. Make things look right. A friend just pointed out that that was historically done for those kinds of paintings. Yeah. It does look like she's doing like a cute little twirl. Again, like everything like below the eyes is still relatively rough painting. I'm still working on this eye too. But yeah, I see what you mean by the jaw. Be careful not to shift her nose. Only subtle changes? Yep. People also aren't symmetrical, and that's the other thing we've got to remember. I definitely don't have the lighting in here right, and I still want to put in the streak of her hair. Let's drop that on another layer. I love that little streak of hair coming down. It's so cute. My art brain hasn't woken up yet. It's still sleeping. And we can even move it a little bit. So it's not covering her eye. Hey Ross, good morning. Datha just freaking out in the corner. Is Fantasy even here? Yeah, Fantasy's here. Probably just knitting or something. Work on the right layer. I'm headed to a con in a moment, so you have a great time. So you have a great time, and you'll hear from me again on Sunday. Alright. I don't stream on the weekends, but I'll definitely be working on this over the weekend. Let's turn this off so that she doesn't look like Cerberus when we zoom out. I mean, a Cerberus with pretty faces like that, I'll take it. I also worked on this last night. It's still rough, but our camp might be called Wisterium. People tend to really like this thing, so I didn't get a chance to quite check the Discord before stream. I was just about to give up on font selection, and I was just like, let's just do one more of my crazy collection of fonts. Just one more, and I had it all in capitals, and when I saw the W, I was like, that. Love the name. May I join it? Yeah. Wisterium is open to pretty much anyone. Just I can get you the link for the Discord. You can always ask the others, but when I mentioned that you would probably be joining us in a year or two, they were perfectly fine with it. Nobody objected, so I'll just double check and ask again to make sure, but I don't think there's a problem. But yeah, I was about to just leave the fonts, and I was just like, one more. Just gonna do one more, because I did about 15 different fonts. And when I saw the W, I was like, I need to see what the lowercase looks like, which is the smaller letters. And, I did the dots above the I myself, so those are my own design. As well as the, little filigree thing that's still quite messy on the bottom. Neff is in goblin mode today. Neff is full on gremlin today. It's so funny. This is the wrong brush. The paint tree. But yeah, I've just somehow kind of dropped into designing for Wisterium. It is my name suggestion, so I feel a bit weird, but I was like, oh, maybe I'll do some of the other ones to give people an idea of, like, how we could look. And people just like this one, so I'm just like, oh, let's just keep going with this. So I do feel a bit weird, you know, designing for my own suggestion without group consent. But if we don't use it, I can just use it for something else. Gonna have to move this down. I'm gonna have to paint some of the background in. Let's see. About that far. Trying to boost my own mood. Hey, I got no problem with that. Also, dancing dinos. I miss them. Sorry. Also drinking Ultra Blue Hawaiian. I'm pretty sure it's blue raspberry and pineapple. Sounds tasty. Now, is this 2 beads or 1 bead? Looks like it's 2? Oval beads, and then there's one of these spacers. Hello, Chrono Streams. How you doing? My name is Sayaka. I'm a Demora, so a descendant of demons and mostly QB, so Incubus, Succubus, and we have our own little island vibes going on here. How did you find us? Did someone invite you? Or were you just looking at art? We're doing a commission today, as we've been doing all this week. Witching Hour, also known as the Hour of the Ox. But nice to meet you, Krona. How you doing? I really feel like this is one bean, and this is another bean. It's really hard to tell. I'm doing my best. This bead needs to be smaller, so we'll just do that. Always love peeking in on fellow artists doing well. Well, it's good to meet you. Let me zoom out so you can see the painting we're working on. Take away the Cerberus heads. This is a commission for Ezreal, who is heading off to a convention right now. So they might not be in chat anymore, but this is a friend of theirs. And I believe she also goes to Conquest of Mythidia, which is a LARP in Germany. It's the world's largest fantasy LARP. Conquest takes place in August, and I think this was from Sturmwacht, which is another event in the realms of Mythidia that takes place in another place in Germany. It's more like a ball than an actual LARP event. Or it might be the ball that's in November. And Death is dropping emotes. The, like, eye blink. This cat is almost as derp as my own. I can see you also stream. What kind of things do you stream? I'm assuming art, for one. We're also working on a design for possibly another group within the LARP that I go to. I do all kinds of things. Crinkle, 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 crinkle. Little demon chip bag. It just happens to be my blanket. Crinkle blanket. Yeah, I still definitely need to fix the other eye. Let's move back to the brush. I feel like there's spacers here that I'm neglecting. Art, games, I'm fairly new and a bit of a hiatus due to being busy and some technical difficulties. Well, if you ever need any help, we've got a fair community of people. We also have a Discord if you want to join us. And that way you can possibly connect with some other artists who also stream. I recommend Zeogrim. So, let's see, Zeogrim, Memory. Should remember to not spell it as memory. Art. Those are the ones off the top of my head. Tubular Troll. Those are the artists off the top of my head that I can recommend in the community that are very welcoming to people. Arcane Memory does more video games and a little bit of voice acting. She's really good. I think she's still on a hiatus because life stuff got in the way. Tube is a fantastic being. So is Zeo. And Evan is like Chaos Incarnate and a fellow Canadian. And I'm Canadian, by the way. I just go to a LARP in Germany. Dignitary escort. Ah! Imagine doing escort quests. Comedian? I'm not known to be that funny. But Evan, on the other hand. Dignitaries? Yeah, they move very slowly. No sense of urgency. Escort quests are just bad game design. They're designed to take up time and be frustrating, and that is the most annoying thing ever. It is like the laziest game design you can do. I'm gonna quickly go to Little Demon's room. I'll be right back. I'm back. I had to run all the way downstairs. My dad's cutting my mom's hair. They're occupying the bathroom upstairs. And then I stopped to pet my cat, who's hanging out in his little sunny seat. There's still much more annoying Officer of the Day missions. This one just needs refining. Get 3.5 kilometers away, they stop in their tracks. Oh my god. In space, with the size of those ships, it's like nothing. Well. Still feel like I need to move her jaw a bit. It'll never be a perfect match. But we can at least try and get it close, yeah? It's nice to be in the refinement stage, I think. It's a little bit trickier, for sure. Especially when I gotta get the light on the skin right, and then I've gotta get the shadows right. Oh, that's wrong. Colors got a bit muddy. These paintings take so long, but I always love doing them. I'll get a little bit better each one that I do. This color back here. Sorry, I'm quiet. You know, the only one chat died is because I left. Or everybody is just vibing. I'm gonna bring the red all the way down to the roots. You're here just working? Work. Somehow that didn't jump scare me, but it certainly gave me a concussion. Everybody on Shrimp Lane Spines, it's time for a posture check. More shrimps. Oh, the shrimps. Give yourself a little wave back and forth. Just wiggle like seaweed in the ocean currents. Haven't done that in a while. Thank you for the hydrate. I shall hydrate with this coffee. That moment when you're in the middle of swallowing and your body's like, yes, I'm going to yawn right now. Guys, my body's trying to assassinate me. Yeah, I didn't get any work done on this yesterday after stream because I fell asleep. Get the edge right, and then I'm going to do highlights, shadows, and stuff. Need to get this effect up here, but I also need it bright, so the light, oops, this one, the light has shifted to directly above her instead of to this side. Still wasn't quite right. Noses are so hard. blur things appearing. Of course, I could do that with the blur tool. What the heck? Oh. Okay. Not sure what was happening there. Painting all the wood's gonna be fun too. Good morning, Marna. How you doing? We're still working on this. Better a little anyways. Yeah, that's good. Better is good. Let's give it a little flip. Yeah. No. This brush. Lovely bright colors on top of him. Since we've changed our lighting, that one needs a little brighter colors right here. Paradise on a three-stream streak. Thank you for sharing your time with us, my friend. It's always good to see you hanging out. Hello, finished up yard work. Good morning, Roman. How you doing today? No, I found a little Lion King fanfic of mine. It's called Scar's Daughter. Are you crying no because it's bad? Hey, Gavach, good morning. I missed you, crafts. I missed crafts last night. There was no crafts, no cyan. Gotta have craft. Look at that, absolutely coming to life. You just gotta get the right colors in there. I'm painting on the wrong layer again. What the heck? I was wondering why it was going so well. Know why people didn't go ahead without me? Probably because you're part of the group. Your snoot has been booped. It's horrible, so many spelling mistakes and just nope, it's... You'll rewrite it and maybe share it if you want. I know no one's ever gonna see the 2 fanfics that I've ever written. If I find them, they're going in a fire. They care and didn't want you to miss out. Exactly. And getting rid of the color of the hair roots. Let's fix that because it got muddied. It's pretty muddy up here too, so let's fix that as well. I really like getting down to the refinement stage. It feels so good. Ah! Oh, my dad's come from my mug.
It's on the wrong side.
What?
No, nothing.
Sorry, my headphones are sound blocking. What did you say? Did anybody hear what he said? I now have a mission to find them so I can release him to the whole world. Guess I'm doomed to assemble another robot with inside-out arms. I wrote terrible smut once, it's gone forever. Yeah. But future generations, the loss. Terrible smut sells well, that's the thing. You just rename all the characters and places and then just sell it. That's what E.L. James did for 50 Shades of Grey. It was a Twilight fanfic. Purposes that my character sees her father's actions through the pride and the land around it, or she questions the decisions due to her mother's wisdom. You skip craft night on purpose. He said something. Very helpful, Death. My dad always comes in and he says something, and I always can't hear it because my headphones are on. Yeah, we're getting more into now altering things. Let's use the airbrush for this. I want to darken up this spot here. Back tired, still not in a good mental state. Well, you need to tell that bad mental state to go fuck off. 'Cause it's not allowed to bully you. Ross is good bean and needs to treat themselves better. Even if it's your own brain, it's not allowed to bully you. Guess I know I'm painting over the bracelet. I'll paint it back in afterwards. Hard part is the skin. Of course, we've got a little bit of bounce light down here. think she's got another set of beads on the other side here. But you can't really see it because of the, because of her hair. I'll just put like a hint of it in the background there. I'd like to bring a little bit more light onto this shoulder. Because again, we've moved the light source. Thanks for the concussion, Cora. Just getting the light on the antlers has added so much. Yeah, I was kind of looking forward to finishing my Gundam last night. The downside to this particular brush is it's really good at stretching color. The plus side to this brush is it's really good at stretching color. No, most knee sleeves don't fit me because my legs are too wide. I wish my my compression socks did go above my knee though. They're knee highs, but they don't go above my knee. They just go to my knee. I like thigh high compression socks, but they don't make them in my size. The way he describes how I feel about a certain rally car, both in real life and in games. Fair enough. It's like, this thing is really good at this thing. The problem is it's really good at this thing. The Peugeot 205 D16. 4 to 500 plus horsepower, mid-engine, four-wheel drive monster that was built so specific for rallying that anything practical was all but thrown out the window to get to... Fair enough. It's really good for this one specific thing. The problem is sometimes it's too good at it. Yep, that's about it. Oh! Krona. I do know you, Krona. Thanks for coming by, I appreciate it. Turns out that I do sort of tangentially know Krona from somewhere. To get to the point, the car's best trait is that it can rotate very quickly, allowing you to change direction. It's very responsive. Its worst trait is that it can rotate very quickly, and if you're careless, you'll send yourself into a wall, guardrail, mountain, cliff edge, off a cliff edge, etc. Yep. It's not widely available for street use. Drivers today can't handle it. Drivers today can't handle even normal cars. They're like driving with their asses on their steering wheel, I swear to God. Its road-going version came out in the mid to late 1980s. Well, hopefully they've made improvements to the road version since. Sorry, a friend of mine is also messaging me about, I told him that I'm, leaving a certain group. And I don't get to talk to him very often, and he's surprised that I'm leaving too. How the fuck did they pass the driver's test? Yep, yeah. I ask myself that sometimes. I had a friend in high school, after high school, when he got his driver's license, the instructor literally said, "At least you won't kill somebody else." And I'm like, why did you give this man his license? When my brother got his driver's license, his tester said that, you drive like an old woman. And my brother was like, thank you. Like, old woman in the can still drive well and is cautious to a fault. At least you'll only kill your passengers? Yeah. At least you'll only kill yourself and your passengers. I can't tell you how many accidents this guy got into. At least an old woman actually lived to be old. Yep. People in my town think stop signs are a suggestion. I mean, that's most of Ontario and Quebec. Quebec drivers are the worst, though. God, they're crazy. And Toronto drivers, as soon as you get, like, a centimeter of snow, like, the whole city comes to a standstill. Unless you're doing 80 miles per hour in a 50 mile per hour zone with less than a meter between you and the car in the head, you're doing it wrong. Until Johnny Jane Law shows up. Wait, what? I didn't know you were from Quebec. Yeah, Quebec drivers are insane. That's essentially what Quebec drivers are, Ross. I love it how you're mixing miles per hour plus a meter in between. So you're mixing imperial and metric like a Canadian already, but you're doing it in reverse. It's like you're an inverted Canadian. I'm a very cautious driver. Sorry, people are talking to me. I think it's Vibes Day. At this point, parents are virus. Imperials for approximations, metric is for accurate measurements, pretty much, yeah. Puts emphasis on the right part. I'm going to hand to merge on the highway doing 100 kilometers per hour. I think it was the lane I was on would also become an exit, and my dad was screaming at me not to take the exit because he needed to be at the airport. And because it was a few months after the car accident I had, and I was backseat driving, that I took the exit and just found a way back onto the highway. Like, I think you might need to talk to a therapist about that incident, Ross, because it sounds like it's really traumatic. Your family, Ross. Like, man. Yeah, I got the other brother. You always call fuckface fuckface. I'm aware of this. I love it how Twitch doesn't even bother being like, oh, yeah, moderate this anymore because I've let it go so many times. It's just like, yes, you, this guy's allowed to say this word on this channel. The only other notable accident was when I was about to exit a parking lot onto a road, but I hesitated for a moment and the car behind bumped into me. That's their fault. I was in an SUV and they were in a small car. They did more damage to themselves than to me. It's still their fault. It has nothing to do with your driving skills. Sorry, I'm just vibing now. People are free to chatter. Yeah. I'm just vibing. I did a lot of detail work, so my brain is like, I need my ADHD meds so bad. Get grief for keeping following distance by speed and time, but I'd rather do that than get into an accident. Yeah, you know, you're driving the way you're supposed to be driving. Like, holy shit. You're supposed to keep a follow distance between you and the guy in front of you. That's how you avoid accidents, and as well as traffic jams. Keeping space so people can merge in front of you if they need to. It sounds like your other brother is not a very good driver. I hate it when people drive aggressively. See, Canada, like, we have lots of laws around, like, getting your driver's license, too. And even then, we still have a bunch of fucking idiot drivers. Because, like, as soon as they get on the road, it's like, oh, yep, I don't need to, like, pretend to follow the rules anymore. And I hate people like that. Even though I am a chaos beast. But I'm a chaos beast in the ways where I'm like, yeehaw, fuck the law, only when it makes sense to do so. You know, when it's safe and the law is stupid. 120, that's what everybody does here. Yeah, that's the other thing. Cops are always breaking the rules. You're not supposed to drive in the fast lane anyways. That's why it's called the fast lane, not the travel lane. The right lane is the travel lane. The left lane is the fast lane. Different rules for different fools. Yep, rules for thee and not for me. Tea is arriving. Tea has arrived. Thank you, Papa. And the only time I missed when they had the Chevrolet SS and the Dodge Chargers. ACAB, what's that again? My ADHD brain is like, I can't parse this language right now. Anyone else to remember when they use LTDs, cramming yeah, Impalas. Oh, cops are bastards, okay. Let's, you're an American, so I'll let it slide. In Canada, most of the cops are pretty good. Our cops are cops for the right reasons, usually. Although we did have a controversy lately where a whole bunch of them were, like, involved in racketeering in the Toronto police. A whole bunch of them went to jail, and now all of the police, organizations across Ontario are, like, doing deep dives, and they're like, let's weed out corruption. So it's Let's Weed Out Corruption year in the, Ontario Police Departments, and it's lovely, and I enjoy it. Look, the convoy was different. That was its own special brand of stupid, and all the stupid came out. You got a police escort to a hospital? That's neat. Apparently, just before I moved home, my dad was taking my mom to an appointment at the hospital, and of course my brother always drives them. And he was sitting at the hospital entrance waiting for them, and he witnessed a stabbing. And he got some of it on film too. The ICE agents. They're just agents of evil, that's what they are. America's such a ridiculously fucked up place. Anyways. But, that would be wonderful. I mean, I've seen a couple of instances where ICE people have been arrested for things. One of them for kitty prawn. Even. He was a J6er, and he was released. He joined ICE, and then got arrested again. It would be nice, though. Also, like, for the camp thing, it looks like our color's gonna be purple, and I think we should try and make all sorts of weird foods to have at our camp. Like taro stuff. Taro and ube-based, like, things. I think it'll be really neat. Just everything purple. I'm gonna have to make a purple outfit now. Oh god. I'm gonna have to change my design again. In every case, without exception, that every accusation is a confession. Yeah. Yeah, no one is perfect. Thank you for the hydrate, Neff. I've got tea. I don't much feel like painting today. I think my brain wants a break from this because I've been working on it for like a week straight. I've been doing more language stuff. It's very messy and hard to see because I've got all of the other layers on. I'm probably gonna move all of my puzzle-based things to another file. But keeping it all together in one file is really nice. Let's see what other text options I had. My mouse is so broken. Well, I could probably delete this one. So we can delete that one. You can delete that one. What's this one? You can delete this one. Delete this one. I have a lot of fonts. I think it's largely because of my decent driving habits for a while. I've not gotten any car accidents for years. Yes. You're more likely to get into car accidents caused by other people. So, it's more, you gotta know how to watch out for the other insane, batshit crazy people. This font has potential, but there was no capital S in this font. Actually, let's see if I just make it all lowercase. Yeah, this font's got problems. It's a shame. Yeah, looking through all of these other fonts, like, the one I selected is the best. That's the M in this font, and I just took the W and flipped it over. Also, the times when, like, say a driver wants to make a left turn in the opposite direction, they don't signal at all. Ugh. Hello, I'm here to be vaguely inconvenient. How inconvenient? I demand you be more inconvenient and not vaguely inconvenient. You need to be concretely inconvenient. Mojang has censored the word furry. Oh, God. This is why I don't play on that version of Minecraft. Like, fuck that noise. That's the full font version. Oh, yep, I can delete that. Nah, if that's the case, being vaguely inconvenient is more inconvenient for you, I suppose. What a convenient answer you've got there. Almost too convenient. Fucking hell, perf! What the... Why have you done this? You even got Krona, who just joined us today. You got Rinnies, Galactic Honey, CC Helena, I don't know who that is. Lysenia, I still don't know who that is. You got Ree. Kirihin. All those ones in there confusing my brain. Natty Bizzle, I don't know who those two people are. Cheesy Armadillo. And Dima Oroshi. Sega's afraid of success and support. Yes! So no. Perf doesn't have a lot of money either. I will fight you. Just exactly why the Vaglian came out. Perf! Fuck! I love you. Christ. What this week is insane. All of you people are insane. Between you and Ezreal and Fenrir, like, how many gifted subs is that just this week alone? Oh my god. Why? And then of course Necromancer. Well, please don't. No! Fuck! Necromancer! Stop it! You've already... You got Queen Boo 42, Arcane Memories, Gato Logic, sometimes Radical. I haven't seen her. You got Serafina, Broke the Rock, Alphix, Pancrano, Typos Galore, and Dutch. Man, so many people! So many people that we all know! Necromancer, thank you so much for the gift of sub. Perf, do you want to see the commission we've been working on? The commission is going pretty well. I need to take my first place back! God damn it, people! Nah! Yes, it is vibrating. You people make me shake. It's hard to drink my tea when I'm shaking like this. Why? Perf! Fuck! We got Puma and Shield Man. The Cosmic Loner. I don't think I've ever seen them post. Astrolivical Raven Wings 14. That's one of my friends. I think she switched accounts though. Tricks Oddly. Kept. Fuck! You got nachos. Ah! Guys, stop it! We're already level 7. Perf, did you win the lottery or some shit? Guys! Guys, this is too much! Voidism, Aki Saga, figuring it all out, Kafach, Iota Indigo. Mexicami, Polyfo, Hernan Blanco. It's right, you got Zio! Guys, why are you doing this stuff? You're getting names I don't even recognize anymore. Stop it! Why are you... Why? Everybody, welcome to the Monster Necrocon, the convention that keeps going even if you're dead. You people are inhuman. we've we've beat our hype train record, I think. We Mutas! Are we done now? I can't even read all these names. Guys, what are you doing? I fucking love you all, but oh my god. Guys, that's really expensive. That's so much money, guys. I don't deserve that, but thank you. Right, there's a hydrate. I didn't even... Hype train record. You have the fun. Okay. I'm gonna drink now. I think I need something stronger. Holy shit. Guys. I don't deserve this. Like, I love you. I know you love me, but like, holy shit. Yeah. Now I have to take 2 sips. Yes. Level 10. Thank you. Thank you very much. You make me cry. My brain is... The lack of ADHD medication is like... Words are hard. Thank you. Let's go look at this again. Hype train wreck. That's a new record. I like all the little emotes like popping up. That is so cute. I will gift a sub to the community as a thank you for your gifts, guys. Because I haven't done that in a while. I think I got room in my house for one person. We all know I live in a tiny house on the island. Why is my camera having so much trouble? What have you done? I don't think you just killed me. I think you guys killed my system. OBS is like, I'm just gonna eat all your RAM now. Medic, I heal people mostly on accident. It's like, God damn it, I helped another person. We got... Damn. That's a good emote. This is what you people did to me. You just ate me alive. Oh, you get the puffer fish. It's so cute. Sef 71 subs. You people are cut off! You're not allowed anymore! Yo, Monster got the puffer pop. Oh, God, it's such a cute emote. I think I might have gotten that one from another stream somewhere. I feel like I have that one. Yep, I have puffer pop. I will join you in the puffer pop goodness. Look, it's so cute. Ray the Orbit Circuit. Well, welcome to all the new subs. Enjoy your emotes. That's a lot of money, Perf. Would you like some advice on how to invest so that you can turn that money into more money by doing literally nothing? I can help you with that. Also, like, this emote is for you guys, because you are actual queens. Including you, Necromancer, yes. You are an actual queen. Die! Please, no more. The hype train's over. Give it a couple of hours. Oh, hell yeah, I've reached queen status, baller. I really do appreciate it, guys. I really, really do. You have no idea. Well, actually, you probably have exactly the idea, but still. Hey, Koof, how you doing? You just missed the most insane hype train. Martin, I thank you so much for continuing your gifted sub. I think that's the first time I've ever seen that message. There's no pop-up for that. I'll have to remedy that. I'll make a note. I'm gonna have to add more announcements and more things. You ate way too much food. Is the food good? We just had a level 10 hype train, Coop, so I'm, like, my brain is short-circuiting because these people are absolutely batshit crazy. Like, they are cray-cray. Diddle-loo cray-cray. We are designing things for Wisterium, which is, I think, probably going to end up being the camp name. Yeah, if you haven't heard, Perf, I'm leaving Dendronia, and we're creating our own splinter camp within the mercenaries. The mercenaries welcomed us, and we're still trying to figure out what to call our camp, and I suggested Wisterium, so I'm like, oh, I might as well do some, like, graphic design work. Can't just let them take it. Perf just in her domineering mode. What? I don't get a pop-up? I will make a pop-up just for you. I welcome a challenge. Yeah, I don't think there's many people who can be Necromancer. He's got good job. But if you enjoy having your crazy money people battle, like, I will sit here and short circuit, absolutely, but I really do appreciate it from both of you guys. I know it comes from a good place in your heart, and while I always feel like I don't deserve to be there because I don't do enough and I'm not a fast artist like other artists, I still really appreciate it. And you know what? That money is gonna go towards Conquest, and maybe, possibly buying some of these cute little wisteria lights that are on screen. And they're going to be used for the camp in Germany. I've been taking medication that weakens my digestive system, so I don't think it was a good idea to eat 6 chicken legs and thighs and a bag of large fries and a burger and then 3 donuts after. Jesus Christ, Goof, how do you fit that much inside of you? Censorship is like telling a man he can't have a steak because a baby cannot chew it. Mark Twain. Yep, that's accurate. We will one day. We'll save up many monies, and I will have a battle I fully intend to lose, but support the says no! I've got to prepare myself for this. Oh, you people are crazy. By the way, people should go follow Monsty, because she is also really good bean and streams sometimes. I don't know what your streaming schedule is like. I'm a very, very bad moderator and never show up. Usually because a lot of the times I'm sleeping. I have no idea how that food went in my body. You've got like a singularity in there or something. You'll never know when it's coming. Could be tomorrow, could be next year, but it'll happen. Oh no, God. I don't think we need this on here anymore. Look at these cute little things. Aren't they adorable? Oh, the best part is I've got like, sorry, brain is doing things. I've got these old tablecloths, and they're in the colors. So I've got one that's like this pale creamy white. I got one that's sort of like this blue that's in the wisteria thing in the background here. You drank 600 milliliters of Coke after? Christ. You stream very rarely? Still. Maybe people will catch a rare perf stream because you're perfect. Hey, you're my perf. My treble twin. The Jesse to my James. Yeah, cool. You've got like a singularity in your body somewhere. But yeah, I've got these sort of brocade tablecloths that are in these colors. So I've got one that's almost the color of the word, and then I've got one that's sort of like a lighter blue tone, and one that's pink, and they've got butterflies on them, but it's like a damask pattern of butterflies. Is that something super important in general chat? Am I throwing you in compliment jail? I just saw Neff's post. Oh look, another glorious morning. It makes me sick. Kitty stuff. kitty paws. Oh my god. Those are mitts. I stopped giving Discord any money after the age verification thing. I was a subscriber to Nitro for 4 years, and I can't tell you how annoying it is to go and edit a post that had, like, over 2,000 characters, and they're like, nope, you can't do that! And I'm like, fuck! Him has thumbs. Maybe I'll eat dinner. Since there's leftover pasta meatballs. Coof, don't eat anymore! You'll die! You'll just explode! God, if I ate that much food, I would suffer. I only ate 1 chicken thigh last night. I couldn't eat 2 for some reason. I don't know what it was, but I just couldn't eat dinner last night. Listen, the age verification thing is bullshit, but I can't use Discord without Nitro. I won't give Discord my money ever again. I will find an alternative and I will give them my money instead. Why do you need Nitro? Because Nitro is actually really good. It allows you to make longer posts, upload more images. Yep. It's the longer posts part for me that's, like, the worst loss. Because I found out that you can go to the emotes and the stickers, and while you can't use them for reactions, you can just copy the image link and then paste the image link into your chat and hit enter, and it just posts the image. If it's the only thing you're posting. If you have 1,400 Discord orbs, you can get Nitro for 3 days. Yeah, that's nothing. And, getting 1,400 orbs takes ages. Speaking of eating too much food, you want to get sushi sometime. I had sushi with Mew Juice recently for her birthday, so I'm gonna have to hold off for a while because it's very expensive. And I need, like, probably more than $2,000 now because oil prices have skyrocketed because of the war for my flights. I have 11,150 orbs. That's a lot of orbs. I never cared for Nitro or giving Discord my money. I use Discord every single day, all day long. I seem to have cut my finger open. You're not supposed to do that. Like, I'll use my orbs to buy, like, profile things every once in a while, but I don't go and do all of the, like, game things where they're like, install this thing. Because sometimes they're like, oh, you've got to sign up for an account on a separate platform, and you've got to give them your credit card information, or you've got to, like, get one subscription in order to get the orbs, and I'm like, that's not worth it. Where they're like, you gotta play this game for 15 minutes, and I'm like, no. Yeah, I only do the video ones. Classic. I remember getting a chunk of my foot crushed by the electric gate. I just taped it back together and it was okay. What? Coof, what? Honestly, every now and again, I go to the quest tab and just look for all the video quests to give orbs and just watch them muted. Yeah, I do that too. I hate the game ones where they're like, play this game that has a subscription, and then you can't. Hydrate, a posture check! Posture check coming in. Everybody on Shrimp Thing's spines. Give a little wave back and forth. Get the sides. People always think like stretching their sides. You know? There we go. Like seaweed in the ocean, currents become flexible. All the games that launch in Discord, yeah. I haven't done any of those quests before. Wait, you almost cut your foot off, but it was just a chunk? Like, that doesn't make any sense. These are two very different things. Why, it's not that bad? No. I wouldn't expect so. That sounds more like a medical emergency to me. Oh my god, mouse, please. I just want references. No, stop! I found glowing solar rocks that recharge and have LEDs in them. I could just cut it on some cardboard, getting a ginger ale out of the case. Paper cuts, they're hard to notice. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I have, the stuff from that one where it was like a little mini Discord game where you had to do something at a phone booth before you got killed by the thing. And it was for like a movie or another longer game was coming out. There's actually a scar on my foot from the area. Wow. It's just the edge of the foot, so a relatively small chunk of my foot. Nothing. Oh, okay. Still, that must have hurt like hell. Crikey. I have to resave these things as PNGs before I can bring them into my Clip Studio because everybody's using WebP files and nothing supports it. We're doing a design board here. I really like plants that glow. You need a lantern? I got one with LEDs that look like fire. I do too. Arias, hello. How you doing? Yeah, it did, and what made it worse is when I tried spilling disinfectant around the area. Yeah! Arias is streaking! You level up 5 stream streak. Thank you for sharing your time with us so frequently. I love your face. Do you like the text thing that I made, Arias? I don't know if you had seen it yet or not. Let's get this badly photoshopped gazebo in here. You love the logo? Or you live the logo? I know we haven't decided on the name yet, but it was the name I suggested, so I was just like, yeah, I'll just do some graphic design work and give people an idea of what we can possibly do. And I've just been gathering things. So, you know, vibes. Let's make this mushroom one smaller. You're on your way home from one hell of a day. Are you crammed up on the tram again? Another dumb thing I did was, as a kid, I was trying to be Spider-Man and climbing a pole at school and a big-ass chunk of wood splintered my hand, not to mention the burn from the friction. Ugh. Oof. My dude. Splinters are rough. I had some other images saved, but I think they're in the wrong folder. I think they went into Lagoons folder. Oh, yep, it's loading. There it all is. Let's see. These things. Here. And these, Go on. Cursed mouse. No! Oh my god. Ah! Mouse, please stop! I just want to click and drag. It won't let me. The splinter was half the size of my bum. That's not a splinter, that's a spear. Oh my god, can I just click and drag? Why is such a simple operation fucking impossible? There we go. The mouse was like, no, fuck you. Just gave it a little whack. Anything else that needs to go in the Wisterium folder? This. And this. Sorry, I'm trying to find references for things that I was looking up last night. And wanted to share. Wrong window. Trying to paste into OBS. Let's put that over that. Look at those cute little bags that look like oranges. You want to talk about ideas for Solix but no one to VC with? Well, you could come by, come join us at Wisterium. Helped a lost dog, then it was late, so my school psychiatric... Then I was late to my school psychiatric appointment, and then late to my nail appointment. Oh god. Oh yeah, that's right. One of your nails dropped off, so you had to get that probably reattached, right? Or redone. I don't know if you just glue them back on, or you get it completely redone or something. Yeah. I'll invite you to Wisterium Fantasy, and there's places where you can develop your character there, and we can help you with that. Mouse, stop it! Ugh. Also, you want to see something really neat? I found this guy who took these, like, super macro photos of something. Look at that pattern. Isn't that cool? You'll never guess what this object is. So what happened with Dendronia drama? No need to spill the tea if it's a problem, just curious. It's a very long story, and probably not for stream. But I can tell you later, Necromancer, if you like. I don't wanna like air drama like that too much on the internet, but let's just say that I couldn't on good conscience stay. And I support my friends. A plant? Nope, it's not a plant. It's a man-made object. I like this game. It's frost on a man-made object. So the white parts are frost. Kind of a chord, but not. Nope, not a hose. It's more robust than that. Just want to make sure it wasn't impacting your ability / willingness to go. Nope, not a spoon. I'll share it now. Chain link fence. So what's happening is the frost is building up around the micro fractures in the coating on the plastic on the chain link fence. Isn't that wild? I love it. It's really neat. The first time I saw it, it was one of the like super macro ones, like really close up. So I was like, "What is this? Is this a plant or something?" And then I started seeing more pop up in the Pinterest sidebars as I started following these links, quote unquote, these chain links. And then I got to this one, I was like, "Jesus Christ! It's a chain link fence." So, like I said, you never would have guessed it. In a way, it is a cord because it's a rubber or plastic wrapped wire, which could technically be considered a cord. But it's just fascinating the way the frost built up. And this guy decided to take some really high quality macro photos of it. So, congratulations to Ben on the Moon. You did a great job there. It is so cool. And this is why stopping to look at the little things in life can be so important. Oh. What have I done here? It's just so neat. So I grabbed those and saved them because, like, that is a cool design. As for Wisterium stuff, this was what I've collected so far. And I've added stuff to the Pinterest board area, just general inspo as I came across. I guess I didn't sleep very well because I was awake till 2 in the morning talking to Senko. I now know a lot about Senko, and a lot of it. I think we might be able to help him come out of his shell a little bit. So maybe help him become the character that he wants to be. But last night he was telling me how coming to Conquest has helped him become more open and free as a person, and that it's really helped him with his mental health and stuff. And I'm like, yep, that's what LARP is for. And he's like, I'm rediscovering my inner child, and that's what I love most about LARP. Slept at 7 a.m. today. Yeah, it's problematic having all my friends in Europe. Like, all the people I LARP with are all Europeans. And then there's me in North America. And I'm like, I've got to be up at these weird hours to talk to all the Germans and everyone else in here. And then there's Senko, who has the sleep schedule of a night owl North American. And I'm like, I don't know what to do. I'm never gonna sleep again. But yeah, this was the original name that I recommended for Dendronia before we became Dendronia. All the streamers I follow literally stream these weird ass hours for me. Yeah. Yeah, I went to bed at 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm a little bit tired. I wanna! Or you wanna! There we go, corrected it. Foaming at the mouth. What, for this or for something else? The theme is good? Okay. I have a feeling that this is what we're going with. I mean, it's up to the rest of the group. It is a democracy. The rest of the group gets to vote on it. I kind of want to make those little orange packets and have them as like special gifts for like for guests, like diplomatic gifts, so we can just like pop them off a little tree or something. Guys, should I have another donut and ice cream? I just found some. No, don't eat any more Koof. You'll explode. You'll regret it later. I don't know how you fit that much food into yourself in the first place. How you doing today, Ioana? Good to see ya. Welcome back. My smut friend. This is gonna be cool. I believe you guys are doing a very good job. I hope it's gonna work out. I'm gonna take some of that level 10 hype train muns that we got today, because people are insane, and I'm gonna put it towards getting some decorations for camp, even if I have to take them back and forth across the ocean with me each year. Okay, making soup. Gonna sit down and get some work done. What kind of soup? Hope it doesn't contain celery. It's evil. Celery is one of the most evil substances. You should never consume celery. It's evil. Just don't. Chimkin. Chimkin. That's another word that I need to give to Nameless in his vocabulary. No! Celery is evil. It will kill me. Literally. I'm allergic to it. Celery is banned in Wisterium. I can't. I literally can't be in the same room as raw celery. And if you cook it, the cooking smells even worse. I will literally just die. It's funny because I used to eat a lot of celery, and then one day I picked up a grocery bag that my mom put on the front step, and I got this waft of celery scent, and I just started choking. Kind of want to make a bioluminescent tree? Absolutely. Celery is pretty shit anyways. Enokin also hates celery, so celery is like, it's banned in Wisterium. Like, I understand that celery is the basis for... Celery, carrots, and onions, the basis for all French cooking. Poor Carl, who's in the Mercenaries too, like... I think he's in the Mercenaries. Is Carl in the Mercenaries? The Parisian who cooks. I'm gonna be like, you can't have celery, mate, ever. You just can't. We will totally find a way to make a bioluminescent tree. I want to make a bioluminescent wisteria tree. The problem is, for some reason, all of the wisteria LEDs are really expensive. You got a rash and it scarred your face for years? Jesus. What kind of mushrooms were those? I've never heard of anyone allergic to mushrooms. I love mushrooms. The running joke is that fungus is my favorite food group. Thinking of glow-in-the-dark paint? That works. I had the suggestion of, underneath the little tangerine things here. Let me turn that one off if I can find it. Nope. Is it this layer? Yeah. Is, getting these, like, glowing wisteria, like these ones, and then putting them up on the arch for, like, the entrance. But you put all of the little solar things in the top of the arch, so you're not having all of these little, like, solar bits. LEDs can be harsh, but there's ways that you can reduce their overall oomph. Like, sanding the surface of them will what's the word? Fuck. Not sure. I just had fried mushrooms and boom, allergies. Can't have them on pizza either. Oh man, I love mushrooms on food. Diffuse. Thank you, Kavach. Thank you. That is the word. You can diffuse them. Ever since I stopped taking my ADHD meds, because they're on back order still, I have been struggling to find words. It's been really hard. Oh, Arias, also I have some tablecloths, some round tablecloths that I can donate. I have one in pink, one in blue, and one in almost this white color. It's a little bit more yellow. It's probably closer to like the mushrooms or the rocks, the glowing rocks. And it's got like a butterfly pattern, like woven into the fabric, so it's like a damask pattern, but butterflies. I can donate those to our group, and they would go very well. I also have a big glass block. Well, I say big, but it's a little bit smaller than a soda can, and it's got a fairy like laser etched into it. And I thought that would be, I was going to donate it to Dendronia, and I'm like, well, now it's going to Wisterium. And keep in mind, I also have all of those flags. I have a feeling that my luggage is going to be very tight this year, bringing stuff to Germany. Hopefully, most of it will stay in Germany. Because if we can find somebody local who's willing to take on some storage, that would be great. So we'll need a quartermaster in the group. Or, like, getting a storage locker somewhere for the year. Just ship it to the to the US or EU. Yeah, maybe. I find it amazing that you travel all the way from the US to Germany. I travel from Canada! I'm a Canadian, proudly maple. And I bring maple with me. Oh, Arias, I was mentioning something earlier that we should... yes. A community that I'm willing to leave my other community for. I was mentioning, Arias, that we should, like, have foods. Pardon, Canada. Yeah. I am proudly Canadian. Like, fiercely proudly Canadian. Um, I was mentioning earlier, this is the distraction. Like, my brain is stupid sometimes. Where's my Wisterium folder? Gotta find the thing. That one of the things we should do is make some foods centered around our theme for when we have guests. Hold on, I've got too many things. So we should have stuff that sort of looks like our theme, like it could have been made from some of the plants around. Oh my god, mouse, please. And making things with ube and taro gets you a really nice purple. And ube is more sweet than taro. And more purple. I'm just throwing down everything purple I can find. Purple used to be my favorite color when I was younger. And we don't have to go with purple, it's just that's the Wisteria theme. I think adding in pops of color really works too. Orange is a nice match to purple. I know green is the complementary color to purple, but orange also goes pretty well with purple too. Oh, let's see, other foods. This is the kind of thing that I just love to do. Like, ube pancakes. Pancakes are easy to cook. I'm not sure what halaya is, but it looks like it's very sweet. I'll have to look that up. Now more hungry? You should be. Arius is red, gold, green, and orange. Well, there'll be the orange. And of course the green. I don't understand how you could still be hungry, Koof. This is actually a tea. But it's got like roses and dates and stuff in it. It's a milk tea. The Chinese have like this way of making milk tea that's really unusual. But it looks delicious and I would like to try it sometime. Also, Arius, Senko was telling me that the hay bales are like 15 euros a piece. So, that's kind of pricey. But yeah, like a rose and date tea looks really good too. And I'm trying to learn to make, like Chinese incense beads. They used to be a bit cheaper. Yeah, they're really expensive. I need to check how much it is to rent benches. Yeah, this is what, like, camp dues usually goes towards. was I saying? I forget what I was saying. Oh, Chinese incense beads. Right. So, there's two kinds of incense you can make. There's the ones that are, like, solid that you don't burn, and they just sort of, like, give off a scent over a couple of years. And then there's ones that are meant for burning, and they have two different sets of ingredients, typically. I'm trying to learn how to make the bead ones, where, like, you let it dry for a couple of weeks in a cool, shady place, and then you just polish it afterwards, and they're good for like years, and you make jewelry out of them. I'm trying to learn how to make those as well. So if anybody knows how to make those, just let me know. But looks like I'm gonna have to buy some interesting ingredients and try stuff. But yeah, it could be fun to try and make like some themed foods and stuff for our camp, and have guests come by and death. Death likes to kill me. That's what he does. But yeah, I just kind of went ham on theming. I hope nobody minds that I took over planning theme stuff without us even naming ourselves or choosing anything. But the way I look at it as Wisterium is based on wisteria, because we all seem to really like the flower. And mystery and mysterium, and like, you know how some elements have ium at the end of it, like cadmium, germanium, etc. So it's like an element of whimsy. And Perf has redeemed a posture check. Everybody on shrimp and spines. Give yourself a little wave back and forth like seaweed in the ocean currents. Ooh. Stretch out your sides. Sorry for doing my job. You don't need to apologize. I understand. That's just how it be. I've not had a single haircut in 8 months. I think I'll just leave my hair on my head forever now. I haven't had a haircut since last July. And I won't have a haircut until July. So that my hair has just had barely enough time to reach a level of natural state before conquest. Instead of, like, perfectly shorn. Because haircuts are expensive, especially when you have a uterus for some reason. They're like, oh, you have a uterus and boobs? We're gonna charge you 4 times as much for a haircut. Oh, my rage. I want to grow a big enough afro to cover my forehead. I had a friend in high school who had an afro and he lost a pencil in it for like a straight week and a half. I miss Mo. He was a fun dude. After he moved away, I completely lost contact with him, and it's kind of hard to look him up because when you have a name like Muhammad Hassan, trying to find him on any social media is virtually impossible. It's like, please, give your kids unique names. Didn't you continue your gifted sub from Necromancer earlier? Well, it is. Twitch says it is. But thank you for the 8 months, Maranai, and continuing your gifted sub from Necromancer. So you did get a pop-up. It was a very delayed pop-up. Oh, it's a 2-month streak. You know, I don't think Twitch cares. You've subbed for 8 months at some point in total. Yeah. Good enough. As someone with a unique name, please proceed with caution. Yes, my name is also unique. And if I add my other grandmother's name, it will be even more unique. Haircuts are relatively cheap here, so it's fine. That's good. That's good. Yeah, we've discovered everything's cheap where you live, which is insane. Have a good weekend, Necromancer. Thank you again for having a gifted sub war with Perf. That was insane. I really appreciate it. You're a crazy person. What you mean second take first place? 10 cents for a haircut! Holy shit! You know what a haircut here costs? Like $80. If you got long hair, it's like 80 bucks. You know he'll just fix it on Monday. Yeah. They can range from $45 to $80 depending on what you're getting done. And it increases with the length of your hair and the complexity of the cut. $300 to $400. What? And now I'm understanding what happened to Good. That's Good's wife levels of hairstyling. Yeah, like, is she getting it colored? I don't color my hair. I don't need to. Color and oh yeah, color will be really expensive. Because it takes so long, and chemicals and shit. Yeah. It's like Good's wife. Yeah, color's really labor intensive, and that's where they make most of their money anyways. And it usually requires, like, running those big blower things that consume lots of electricity, and that's expensive. No style. It's a length reduction. She keeps the same style. Well, it's still called styling. Y'all must be billionaires. No, we're all very poor. Everything costs so much, Koof. We can't function. It's so expensive. Necromancer is just a computer scientist or programmer. Just maintenance. Jesus Christ. This is why I stopped dyeing my hair. And also it was like making my hair all crunchy, and my hair was very unhappy with me for it. Most is seen here, an expensive cut is $5. Yeah, well, your Oreos are also like 30 cents. You need your hair touched up soon? I just buzz cut myself. Yeah, my brother, he just shaves his head. Like, with a face razor. Because he's bald. He just keeps it, you know, smooth. Because there's, you know, a few hairs, so he's just like, yeah, get rid of them. My sunset color's nice. Is he the furry? Is who the furry? See you later, Necromancer. You have a good weekend. And remember, I love you. Bye-bye. In totally platonic ways. Just so that nobody's confused. Platonic adoration. Is Necro the furry? Necro's not a furry. Why would he be the furry? Oh, because he's a computer scientist? And has lots of money? I don't know if he's a furry or not. I never asked. But I don't think he is. He hasn't shown inclinations to be a furry. Yeah, don't go for the married people. We don't want an NTR. Yeah. Not sure what an NTR is. But I'm one of those people, it's like, even if I have a crush on someone, as soon as I find out they're unavailable, it's like a switch flicks, and it's like any interest I had switches off. And it's just permanently dead. Just permanently gone. This is why I know I'm not poly, too. I make a quick trip to the little demon's room. I'll be right back. Everybody get up and stretch. I'm back! Did I scare you? I'm just one of those people who only gets a crush on someone after they like me or not at all. No, I'm knitting. Oh, you're not gonna get up? I raised my desk, so I'm standing. And have a little wiggle at the desk. Many computer scientists are just furries. Yeah. Don't mind me, I'm just having a little stand up and wiggle. I spend too much time at my desk, so I need to find a way to get exercise. But yeah, it looks like we might be going with Wisterium. I'm kind of excited by this. That tea with the dates and the roses in it looks really good. Not gonna lie. they have like this thing where they have like a little pot, and it goes over a fire or some coals and stuff, and they boil it that way, and it's usually made with mostly milk, and they put all of these other things in it along with the tea, and they do like this flavor mixing thing, and it looks really good. I'll share something to the Discord at some point, a Pinterest link that'll show you what kind of thing that I'm talking about. I'm demisexual, so I don't even get attracted to someone until we're friends. Yes, I am also demi. But, like, I can become attracted to somebody, just through, like, talking to them. At any point before they say something that marks them as unavailable, they stay that way unless they actively try not to. It takes a bit. So that's why I start the Necro's a furry conspiracy. He's a secret furry. I mean, he's always threatening Evan with commissioning him with furry stuff, so... And that turn off button is cool. The off button has not worked a total of like 3 times in my life. Hated it. Yeah. I just find it hard to be attracted to people, period. Like, I don't like being touched. I'm uncomfortable with largely myself. So it's not other people that I'm uncomfortable with, but I'm very uncomfortable with myself. And I dislike attention despite the fact that I'm a streamer. It's kind of paradoxical that I am a streamer and I talk for a living, and yet I'm really bad at talking and I hate attention. It's all Arias's fault. She's the one that commissioned me, and now I'm here. It's a good kind of crime to have committed. All the girls I've ever liked have been the ones who liked me first. Otherwise, I don't feel like I get attracted unless someone else lights the spark. There are plenty of people like that. There's even a word for it. I don't know what it is, but there is a word for it. And then there's my brother, who's just like, we don't even know, but you need a clue by 4 with him. Hello, Blarp son. How you doing? Reciprosexual? That's a good word. Perf knows all of the categories. How you doing, Ace? My dragon friend. Ace is remaining with Dendronia. I feel a bit bad because he had to find new tent mates. But you know, you gotta let your kid fly the nest at some point. In this case, it's mom's flying the nest. I did a lot of research when someone told me I was a step away from asexual and at 24. Yeah. I still don't really know. Like, I know Demi is very strongly what I am and a little bit ace, but I'm also, like, definitely QB vibes on the underside. Like, if I looked the way I want to look, I would definitely be an insatiable QB. Probably. Other than the fact that I hate touching people. It's skin. The texture of skin, especially when it gets clammy, is like, oh, ugh. Just nope. I have issues. Demisexual is under the ace umbrella. I didn't know that. I would try gaslighting myself into liking people. I actually just thought I was aromantic or weird because I just didn't get crushes normally. I get crushes in sort of like the intellectual way, not in the like, I really like this person and I want to spend lots of time with them. I find this for me, it's like I find this person intellectually stimulating, and I could see myself spending lots of time with them. That's what my crushes are. I'm aromantic, so I'm demi, aromantic, diamoric, which means I'm only attracted to other largely non-binary people. And under the diamoric umbrella, I'm tauric, which means I'm strictly attracted to masculine presenting individuals, so males and male presenting. And while I can be like, yeah, that woman is hot, and like make a joke about, you know, she's turning me bi, I won't actually want to be with like another woman. But I am non-binary, mask presenting as well. But I don't pass. So that's why I'm just like, whatever pronouns. You love the purple foods? I want to make purple foods. There is nothing more that I've wanted to make than like the colored foods from Hook, the film, in the scene where they're making the Never food, and they're having the food fight. Like, the colored pies. It looks so good. Have you ever been called gay because you weren't approaching people? Yes. I went to prom with the gay guy. Or, actually, I think I went to prom by myself. I went to semi-formal with the gay guy. And everybody thought I was a butch lesbian in school. And that's because I just have that vibe. Like, I had short hair. I always dressed in boys' clothes. And they just thought I was the butch lesbian. And I'm like, oh, no, absolutely not. I didn't know what a twink was. But I would 100% be the twink. The term called sapiosexual, where someone is attracted purely to intelligence. Yeah. And I'm attracted to very particular kinds of people too. I was just called gay, which is why not many girls approached me. They were trying to undermine you, the other men. Yeah. So you're probably very much in the reciprosexual category. And so you just didn't approach girls. Any tips on patterning the torso portion of a shirt? Typically the back is going to be bigger than the front. I used to make up crushes in high school because I felt out of place. Oh, Perf is a subversive. I never really had, like, there were a couple of times, like, I was like, oh yeah, this guy's cute. And I guess that means I have a crush on him. And I just didn't really understand it. Same, but I would also try gaslighting myself into believing I like them. At some point I stopped caring though. Oh, it might just be Aro and Ace. There's nothing wrong with that. There's also nothing wrong with being gay. Unless you live in a country where that's illegal. In which case, that's problematic. And then I felt bad because someone would tell them I liked them and they'd confront me and be like, I don't, and then like, I didn't know what to say. They'd confront you as in like they would want to actually date you? Because so they like people if someone liked them first? Which is what makes it reciprosexual, yes. My extended relatives killed gay family members. Oof! Isn't that called murder? Man, I'm so lucky to be Canadian. Oh my god, we're already at the 3-hour mark. And I was in, do you like me? I heard you liked me. And then I just stare at them. God says, oh, this is a fucking religion again. We need to get rid of religion out of our society entirely. No religion left. Gone. Forever. Banned. All religion. God, which religion are they part of? All religions gone. Banned. Permanently. Let's stop believing in invisible sky beings. Doesn't make any sense. Like, just let people do what they want. It doesn't affect you. I lost a cousin because her dad hit her on the floor so hard she got a brain bleed. He's not in jail. I have a solution for that. I only annihilate the evil. Let's see how he likes being dead. Oh, wait, I'm not allowed to say those things, am I? Yeah. You heard nothing. Some people literally only don't do bad things because Sky Daddy tells them not to. I always found that very alarming, that they're like, oh, you won't have any morals because you don't believe in God. And I'm like, I have more morals than you. You only don't do things because you fear eternal damnation. And that's fucking crazy. I don't do bad things because they're bad. Oh, luckily I don't live in that country. Their extended family in a different country. Yeah, well. It's a shame that the cousin lost their life and not the dad. I'm sorry to hear that you lost your cousin. That's infuriating. I am angry on your cousin's behalf. I know I'm a stranger otherwise, but still, like, it's unacceptable that shit like that happens. But people murder other people for, like, the most inane reasons. Like, some dude, he got into a car accident the other day, and he stabbed, like, 4 people and killed his dog. America. Why don't you go around raping and murdering as much as you want if you don't believe you'll be punished in the afterlife? Yeah. I mean, I do go around doing that as much as I want. I don't want to. Wait, what? Well, that isn't an isolated case. Anyways, plenty of stuff happened. I'm not even sure I'm allowed to say here. Fair enough. We do have the corner of woe if you need to vent anything. Right, let's find someone to raid. Because I've got some stuff to do. And I want to go for my walk today. Go to my channel. Mute the tab. Let's go to Kunst. We'll go to Kunstgebilde. Conversion camps to force themselves on girls to make them straight. Oof. Yikes. Yeah. So we're off to a German. Conversion camps are still things here too. Unfortunately, yes they are, and they should be illegal. My friends, we're all sailing to other waters. May you find new adventures on distant shores. We have 14 people in here, what the fuck? That's the biggest number I've seen in months. Everybody welcome, thank you for coming by today. Big raid to Kunst. Everybody have a fantastic weekend. I will see you next time. I'll probably be finished the painting over the weekend. If not, I'll be finishing it up on Monday. Because I'd like to get it done because my client wants to get it printed. So, yep. We're off. I will see you guys on Monday. And remember, I love you. Bye-bye. You're 15 last day? Oh my god.